think that recovery looks different on anyone. I guess like how you get there is kind of your own journey in finding what works best for you. I think the university does a fantastic job in terms of describing and providing resources for bystander intervention, as well as constantly making changes to a constitution to talk about what to do with the perpetrator. So the fact that we're even able to come to the table and have that discussion is something that I think is pretty empowering and incredible. I guess what I mean by empowerment is that next step when you've kind of overcome everything and you're learning how to rebuild and you're learning how to be yourself again and you're trying to piece together who this new person's going to be. Because I remember when I was going through my process, I always was saying to my therapist at the time, like, I don't want this to define me, I don't want this to define me. And it was a real moment where I realized that this does define me. And it is something that's always going to be part of my life. And it's what you do with that I think is where you can make it an empowering situation. But I think that is, again, taking ownership of what happened and making it something that you can use to kind of further yourself and decide who you want to be in the future. Monday starts off with the How to Date a Survivor panel. How the panel works is they generally invite 4 or 5 couples, and these are couples of like various kinds of relationships. So you go with your current partner and you're asked to share a little bit of your story, and then the room opens up to questions. And normally the questions people ask are like, how did you tell your partner like that this had happened to you, and what was his or her reaction to that? And like, what are you doing with it now? How do you respond to triggers and things like that? But for me, it was really kind of hopeful because it made it clear to me that I could try again with someone else, and that like healthy relationships are possible. What Take Back the Night is doing this year, we're having a day of recovery. So after the vigil where survivors will get up and share their story, that entire day, the UVA Women's Center has counseling for free, and we've got like little art projects that you can do. I'm a fitness instructor, so I'll be like teaching some of those classes to try and like get some stress out and things like that. And they're also offering like some art therapy kind of things as well as meditations and like teaching people how to take that really traumatic event and kind of be calm about it. Rally and the march are places like of empowerment because we want people to feel like they can change something. But this year, we've invited our same speakers that we always have, but we're interspersing it with a lot of student performance groups. So that's really fun. It showcases like this sense of solidarity between the student groups and this cause, which I think is really powerful because it is so easy to hide these parts of ourselves. And I think it's beautiful in terms of like empowerment that you can get up and like have this experience happen and like move on and live a completely normal life. But it does become that part of you. When I came out about my story, I got a lot of respect from people, and I really wasn't expecting that. But that does give me hope for the future that these same survivors who will probably speak at the vigil will earn that respect. Because these tragedies that do happen kind of swipe you of your agency and of any like self-respect or respect from that partner who you were with. So to be given that back by a community is really, really powerful. And really only Take Back the Night can do that.